Welcome back, people of the Nine Realms. As you can kind of notice if you've looked at the title, this is episode 6.5. Reason for that is that somebody asked me to go over some of the stuff as I progress through the series. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll try to go into more detail of what I'm doing. And then I thought, well, if I'm going to be doing that, I should probably explain more about everybody as well, all the spells and such. But I can't really do that while playing, because, I'm playing at such a high speed usually, and I don't want an episode dedicated just to that, because I think that's kind of, So what I'm going to do is compromise and do both. So today, this will be released early, and then later on today, there will be another episode of this. I'm going to play it on a slow speed, but keep playing. And then I'm just going to go over a bunch of things. So first, we're going to go over magic of everybody. So, yeah, you learned more stuff. Roger here is a sun elf.
Yep.
And he's also a druid. As a druid, he has the ability to poison things, which fast-acting toxin that works its way into the target's bloodstream. The more a target moves, the more lethal the poison becomes. Poison is ineffective against mechanoids. It's actually a really cool one because, you can have, something charging and try to kill you, and then all of a sudden just falls over, and then gets back up, and then falls over, and then gets back up, and it's really weird. I haven't focused on it yet, because I'm trying to focus on one of his other abilities, but then he's got, Beguile? Beguile? Okay, thank you. Beguile Animal. We have a horse getting mad. Just let me go check that out. Okay, that was dealt with. Using mastery over nature, the druid can overwhelm the emotional state of an animal. This ability is dual purpose. If the animal is calm state, it will incite the beast into manhunter rage. If the animals are already enraged, it will pacify the beast. I'm really bad with words, just for the record. So, will not work against animals that belong to a faction. That's good to know. But in short, what it allows you to do is, if the animal, that one right there, was just raging. Oh, it paused the game. Because it's not over. That's the one that's actually upset. Hold on for a second. Oh, I'm still trying to do it. Okay. Good work, me. Going back to that. You need to be hunted, please. Can I click on Roger? Okay. Basically, like how that horse was just manhunted. If he was nearby, I could have made it stop manhunting.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. It's got its uses. Or if you can see one, you can make it manhunter and it'll attack, you can make it a thrombo manhunter and then hide. And it'll kill everybody else. Again, not working on that one yet. Then we got regeneration. Regeneration acts like a natural curative. Wow, I don't know why I was having problems with curative. Over time, and will restore even grievous wounds with continued application. Base regeneration restores 4 health to 1 wound every 5 seconds. Only cures physical injuries and will not restore or heal destroyed body parts. If I'm not wrong, that one should actually heal, scar wounds.
Yeah, I think so.
So it's a pretty good ability. Cure disease, which is the one that I'm actually working on. Cure disease, potential to cure most diseases and infections. So I actually have taken each of them have bonuses. I'm not going to go into every single one of them. We'll be here forever. But with cure disease, the first, basically just having the ability unlocked, cures the flu and wound infections.
Nice, nice.
The second one, or so the first, when you put a point into it finally, cures gutworms, food poisoning, and malaria.
Hmm.
The second one cures sleeping sickness, which is a cryogenic, like if you get frozen, muscle parasites, and scaria? Scaria?
Yeah, Scaria.
Scaria? Huh. And the third one clears the plague and blood rot, which is hilarious because I actually think, I don't know if it was this campaign or another one, but I think it was my other one. I actually have prisoners in my other one that have blood rot.
Hmm.
And I have a druid that can heal that. So I wonder if he'll actually heal it. It's not supposed to work that way, because I'm supposed to have these prisoners for a while who have blood rot. Yeah, let's go with this. I actually have to figure out where the elephant bow is. Let's see if I can actually learn that. Is it under one of these? Here I am just trying to search for... Yep, there's throw bows. Whew.
You mean a thrumbo?
Yeah, after I'm done that, I'm going to be working on this one. And then I'm going to go down this tree. And then this tree as well.
Okay.
So just remember that. Because I'll ultimately forget. Sorry that I didn't explain what I was just saying there. I'm going to get to that eventually. And then the last... so the other stuff is like, it will just take like less time. Like, you know, cure diseases. For every point I spend, up to 3. I get 10%... 10% of the mana cost goes down. And then I also have effective treatment, which is... the first one gives me 75% chance of success. Then it's 100% chance of success. Boost disease immunity on target, and boost immunity on target by 15 and 25. So then there's regrowth. Regrowth creates a seed of life required to regrow body parts. We actually have one. Trying to find the stockbox down here. We actually have one right here. Seed of regrowth. They actually do have to be refrigerated, and eventually what I'm going to do is when I actually have a centralized healing area, I'm not sure if I'm going to have one or just each place is going to have one, but I'm going to put little coolers, kind of similar to these little coolers, in there, and then put the body parts into the... Why is there a dead panther? And, oh, it's a downed panther. One of our panthers got downed. Interesting. I guess it got its butt kicked by something. Or got drunk.
I mean...
Yeah, okay. Our panther got drunk.
At least the ward was nice enough to bring it home.
Best wingman ever. I don't know if I did finish this. So, in short, because I'm not going to read all that, you have to have a place to do it. And once you have a place to do it, the druid will just go up there, summon one in. It has to be in the ground, so like in dirt area. They have to summon one, and then they can take it and shove it in your missing arm hole, and it can create a new arm. Or they can create a crap ton of things, like eyes, jaws. They basically put it into the general area, and it can regrow back your limb. I haven't been able to do it in my other series yet, which I've been using for more magic stuff. But, wow, we have a lot of vegetables. That's great.
All the vegetables.
I think I might have to release myself here soon. Yeah, let's do that. Where am I? Am I set to one hunting? I am. And you're set to one hunting. Okay, good. So I'm gonna release us. What that means is that I have them restricted to the home zone, which is this and all this, because I don't want them yet building the roads around the place, because I knew what was going to happen is if I did that, they would run up here and start building this and not building their homes. So I wanted to keep them building their homes first. Now that they're built their homes, I'm slowly starting to expand out where I'm going to let them. I've let the miners just run rampant because I thought, why not? I've just basically got them to mine everything that's mineable. But yeah, the idea is the fact that you can actually put that in a person. But I think you need real medicine, mana potions, and then one of those seats, and someone that can actually do the job. So it'll be interesting to see. The next one we have is Lynn, which is our bladesman, and she's also a sun elf. I know it doesn't say it anywhere here, but I'm telling you, she's a sun elf. I really like bladesman. It's actually the first magic group I started using, mostly because of their main building. Now, magic and might work slightly differently. Oh, I guess I should actually set us to hunt things. Anything that is a 0, I think, is what I'm just going to do. For now. I'll see how I feel afterwards. I know you and me should be able to handle it, but... the magic always has an ultimate ability. So they always have, like, this last ability, which is, like, their one that you usually have to get a blueprint to learn. I'm pretty sure every single one of them, I've given them that blueprint because I wanted to be able to have that right from the start. Might users don't have that restriction. They have all their abilities. Sometimes they have to buy them, but you never have to read a scroll. Yeah. But the phase strike, oh man, I love it. What happens with it is the fact that one of the ways that you can train your people without actually really training them is have, like, the mages have blink. What happens is that if yeah, I'm gonna get him to do it. Actually, I'll wait till he's done. What are you doing? Are you okay? I was thinking he was actually going to train the warg with alcohol, but he's putting away the alcohol. Now he's going to go train the warg. Okay, so using this as an example, like, I can just face anywhere in this bubble. Like, I could just jump to it, and like he just jumps, and they'll use that blink ability, like, all the time. Like, he hasn't been using it yet because he's going to go there, but there'll be a lot of times where you'll just see people jump across the map. And they get, like, a little bit of a XP boost for doing it. The phase strike is pretty much the Blade Master's version of that. They're the only ones that can actually do it, from what I understand. Like, you can't train any of the other might people. But theirs also has a benefit where if you jump onto a target, you do mass amounts of damage on that target. So, like, I've actually outright killed freaking people by jumping on top of them. Because the, like, you can actually increase its range, increase its cost, and then the crit chance. And that's where really they start becoming mean. They also have blade training, which is basically just a upgrade of them. Like, when you get this one to max, it will melee hit chance goes up by 15 points. Movement is increased by 0.4. Mental break threshold is minus 10%. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. And pain threshold is a plus 10%. And then you got body training, which at the end, you get 25% moving, 25% manipulation, 15% breathing, 10% blood pumping, and 10% blood filtration. So toxins and stuff like that would get out of your system faster.
Nice.
If I'm understanding it correctly. But it's like, you start adding these bonuses together and they just start becoming mean. And they all have, the mages and the might, all have these top abilities, which is like fitness, which for the might is fitness, which increases stamina regen by 5% per level. You can get up to 5, so that's 25. Strength, which increases damage by 5% per level, which you can get up to 5, so it's 25% stronger. Coordination, which decreases the stamina cost of all your abilities by 3% per level. There's 5 of those. And then the last one is endurance, which actually increases your stamina by 4 per level, and you can get that one up to 50, which would be like 200.
Yeah.
The mages have something very similar. Theirs is clarity, which recovers mana. Focus, which decreases the mana cost. And spirit, which increases the amount you have. I was pretty sure there was another type, but I guess not. The other mean one, the other two that the Blade Master has is Seismic Slash, which actually is like a line attack. It's like you don't actually move. It's like you basically swing your sword and like energy goes out.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool that. And then the other one's a blade spin, and this one's mean. I had one blade master who was nimble and had his stats maxed. And like he was just dodging every attack that these people are coming up with. He had like the best armor I could possibly give him without, I think it was light armor, the best light armor I could give him. But he was dodging all these attacks, like no one was hurting him at all, and then all of a sudden he just span and killed all of them. And then more like filtered in, and he was like attacking the one and then like spin. I think I was actually purposely just watching him spin. I think I was actually not attacking at all and watching him spin. Then we have Kel, who ironically enough is actually our leader's husband.
Yep.
Our leader is a female. We don't discriminate here. Women are as strong as males in this society because, it's based off of the concept that some Norse, which did have that understanding. But Kel, he is a fire mage. I've been working on Ray of Hope. Create an aura of hope around the caster that periodically buffs an ally. Ray of Hope, arcane adjustment. I don't even know how to say that word. Augmentation? Yeah, it's augmentation.
Yeah, arcane augmentation.
Yeah, there we go. That assists the worker, improving their physical capabilities and mood. So the application of, frequency is 80 to 90 seconds. Duration is 500 to 600 seconds.
So 600 seconds would be 10 minutes.
Okay. While under the influence, they basically have 25% movement speed, 10% consciousness, and blood pumping, and a +7 mood. This requires 40 mana to maintain, and reduces the mana regeneration by 30%. Cast again to deactivate. But I think it's a really good ability to have because yeah. I also lowered its mana cost. But, so he gets a lot less mana, but constantly being around him buffs everybody. I think that's awesome. And then he, of course, he has his fireball, which is basically launches a bolt of super hot heated magma that damages and can set fire to the target.
So that's fire bolt.
Oh, sorry, that's what I meant to say. I got fire claw, which is actually fire bolt is what I'm working on first. I find that they use a lot more because if you actually look down here, you can actually see that some of them have little check marks. The little check marks means they'll cast it whenever they feel like it. The other ones that don't have the check marks means that you have to actually cast it, is what I found. Rose is on a fire starting spree. Which is really, really weird that he's on a fire starting. Oh, no, he's a pyro.
Yes, he is.
He is a pyro. He's actually a pyro we were going to make into a fire mage. Can you not set fire to the coal, man? That's coal. Guys? I actually need someone to fix this. Wow. And we just watched Uriel blink in, and now he's running to the fire. So we watched actually Uriel just blink in to do that. But yeah, they'll get into like little moods and stuff like that. I think, what is his actual problem? He has an awful bedroom. He slept in the cold. Okay, where do you sleep, man? Well, I guess I haven't set up any of those heaters and coolers, so that's actually a legitimate problem.
Or lights.
Yeah, I haven't set up a lot of little things like that. So that is a legitimate problem. The problem was the fact that the reason we weren't doing that because we needed a lot more steel.
To be fair, he's like 6.
He is 6. Yeah, he's setting fire to a bunch of things here. Can you guys, like, just make sure you're always near him, nearby?
The panda's like, not today, child.
There's gotta be I know there's definitely a, person I could probably send over to him that can actually fix his mood. But it's you, isn't it? I thought you would just do it naturally. I guess not. Oh no. We'll figure it out.
Uriel seems to be on.
No, that's the name.
Time.
Yeah.
There's Uriel. I was like, I swear I saw him.
Okay, there. Kid's now done. They'll actually get a catharsis from that, so he'll actually be happy for a little bit. But I really do need to fix stuff. It's just we need more steel before I can actually fix that problem. And yeah, I can either get steel one of 3 ways, or 4 ways, I think. Mining it, which we have lots of steel now. They just have to keep mining. Like, now come grab it. Which, yeah.
So you went into the orders, like, to show how you got to that selection to mine it? You went under architect?
Yeah, no, that's, well, I don't think we're going to go that great into details. I'm just mining this area. That's all I'm going to.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to make a tutorial series. I just was going to explain all the classes because there is a fair bit of them. I do want to start mining this eventually, but we'll get to that later. What are you making there? Oh, the dice table. Okay. The marble dice table. So, going back to our mage here. I know we keep jumping around, but that's what my problem was is why I can't do it at a faster speed, because we would constantly be getting interrupted. Ah! I don't know if you guys heard that. That was my shoulder. Could you just cast that? Thanks. I probably shouldn't have done it with him, but that's fine. Who's the next one I can just probably do it with? Someone that has lots of... You. You do it. Cool. I'm getting them to use Dirt Devil, which will clean up the area. It's a mage ability that sends like a little twister around right there that literally just cleans the home zone. A lot of people have it. Hey, combat supplier. Cool. Where's our leader? Here it is. Here's the leader. I'm actually surprised that I was able to do that. Our leader shouldn't be able to leave home zone.
Well, considering how far in she is, they'll probably be a lot closer.
Yeah, but you usually sometimes get picky because I have them in a home zone. That I actually got her to go outside of home zone is actually interesting that they allowed me to do it. There we go. Damn it! I was trying to click the double click the chunk so it would highlight all the chunks, and it kept jumping between the chunk and Nick. So there's a bunch of stuff I could sell these people. The problem is that I need steel, and they don't have any steel. So honestly, I could steal their medicine, but that's about it. So I don't think I really care. Though I guess you could have that pistol for 7 silver. Yeah, we'll just do that. You can have the pistol. Cool. So going back to the fire mage now. So then there's the fire claw. Creating streaming tendrils of fire that rake across your enemies, leaving destruction and fire in its wake. I think it actually makes like a actual like claw out. And then we got fireball, throwing a massive small moving fireball, wreaks havoc and creates a fiery explosion. A fiery explosion at the target end. And then we got firestorm. Calls forth a full flurry of elemental fire in a meteor storm of death and destruction. Now, some of these do have friendly fire features, so due to that, I don't like using them that often, because they could accidentally, like, hit one of your friends that are sitting right next to it. I'm just going to follow these guys while they do this. Well, come on. There we go. Chunk. Oh, thank you. I'll get to the rest of it later. Oh, you actually built that. Awesome. I need to make you guys build now this. Yeah, I guess you are right, Temps. It was one more. Over. Yeah, well. Actually, I don't know maybe if I had to actually build these right here. But that's okay. I'll build it right here and go from there. Which one is it that I need? Is it this one? Okay, yeah. It looks like I would have been fine. Oh, no, I didn't want to build that. Ugh. Well, that's okay. Okay. Yeah, no, I think you were right, Tom, so I should have moved it one more over. But I guess I could still do that. So I can always cancel that and get them to build a bridge right here. Actually, now that this is here, actually, can I see how much I need to move it? moisture pump. Okay, so now if I turn on this, it'll tell me that yeah, I need to actually put it right there. So, oddly enough, you were right that I should put one more over, but it actually will work perfectly there, because then I can get that bottom piece right there.
Okay.
Right there being right here. So, yeah. So that actually will work. This mode allows you to see what parts are water.
And where it's unstable ground to build on?
Yeah. Like, I need to build one up here eventually and stuff like that. Because this is all moist. So this is all moist soil. This is actually water. And this is unpassable. So what I'm hoping is that when I start drying it out, that this actually becomes passable. If not, then I'm going to have this shape in the middle of the drow's location, which you can't even build a bridge on. Like, it is like, here, hold on. If I'm not wrong, anyway, you cannot build a bridge on it. But maybe I'm wrong. Nope. See, you cannot build a bridge onto it. Okay. Just making sure no one leveled up that I've just already gone over. Oh, you did. Okay, well, the last bit of the phase attack. There we go. So the next one is Leo, the Sun Elf Druid.
Which we've already went over druids.
Yes. So the only difference between the two is the fact that Roger here, I went over regrowth, then I went to the cure disease, where with Leo, I went cure disease first. And for some reason, he's actually a lower level. He's level 9, where Roger is level 9 as well, but has more points. He's actually got 3 there, 3 there. So I think what happened was that Roger came with all of his abilities, where with Leo, I actually had to unlock some of them. So I had to spend the points to unlock it. The next one here is Wine. Wine is a bard. I don't know why it's called a minstrel, but it's pretty much a bard. So their abilities are like bard training. Yeah, because it says bard right there. Bard training, which is what I'm working on, and inspire and entertain. These are the ones I'm going to be working on the most. Bard training, hone the skills of a bard to undergoing training. Oh, wow, I said that really weird. Hone the skills of a bard by undergoing training in performing arts, comedy, socializing, and inspiration. Each level will change the bard's trait to reflect their skill level. That's why they're classified as a minstrel. Because they start off as an entertainer, then a performer, then a minstrel, then eventually a bard. So if I actually get the last dot in it, I actually become a bard. At the end, they get a social impact of 35%, negotiation of 40%, trade of 25%, a pain threshold of minus 15, carry capability of minus 20, and work speed of minus 15. But they get stuff like entertain. Entertain fellow colonists using a vary of methods. This skill has 2 components, a passive skill and an active skill. The passive skill allows the bard to entertain other colonists in passing conversation. The command toggle the effect, which I have it on, activating the ability costs a net over cast a net over the colony and allowing the bard to detect troubled pawns. Yeah, see, this should have actually the this should have had wine go to
Rose.
Rose. Because if I read further, troubled pawns and attempt to entertain them. The bard will gain experience points as a mage when active entertaining is successful. Keeping this ability active reduces max mana by 30. The bard performs entertainment as a type of job and will perform entertaining based on the priority of the warden work type. So wine, which is down here because they're alphabetical. Let's just do that then. I'll put it as 1. Maybe they'll actually have a higher chance of her doing it now.
People not mental breaking?
Yeah. Then I got Inspire, which inspires other nearby pawns. This ability is always active. Which I have 3 in it right now. Which the third dot has in Charisma. Increases how often the bard will attempt to inspire fellow colonists. And then the other one will be what kind of inspiration she gives them. So it's just like common inspirations, or a frenzied inspiration, or a learning/social inspiration, and then the third level will cause heroic inspirations. Then there's Lullaby. Projects an emotional smooth wave that washes away concerns and consciousness that can put any creature in a target area to sleep. Wow, that was really weird me saying it. Basically, it's a sleep spell, if I understand it correctly. Wow, I've just realized that we're 30 minutes in, and I've gone over 5 people. And one of them we skipped over.
Yep.
This is why I don't usually do this. Just because it's so much. We do have a quest. Gape?
Yep.
The chief of the Bara
Bora.
people has sent us a message. Apparently, Outlanders. Okay. Apparently, Outlanders, based in a nearby camp, have been raiding their caravans. The camp is controlled by the Hatsima. Oh no, the Hat people. I really hate his name. G-Dog is asking us to destroy the camp, which means eliminating all enemies and turrets. G-Dog says that there's a bandit camp at the site guarded by 9 enemies. So there's 9 enemies, and it doesn't say how many turrets, but at least 9 enemies that we'd have to kill. So we could either get, if we did this, I think Goodwill would probably be what we'd want.
If you want to attempt to do it, then yeah.
Okay, well, we can jot that down. This is Passage Off World. So, yeah, we're not going to do that one. I never do that one. Okay. Then there's Battle Hum, which playing a rousing battle hum to motivate and empower nearby allies. So, it's a pretty cool one.
It's a hymn, but okay.
Whatever, hum, him. Shut up, meanie. Well, I think we're going to have to call this episode here. because I haven't even gone through half of them.
Yeah, I think you just about got through the Sun Elves.
Yeah, I don't even get through the Sun Elves yet. Then there's the Psionic, which is a Sun Elf as well. She's got her abilities. I know that I love Psionic Dash. Basically, you set a target area, and the Psionic goes invisible pretty much, and starts shooting around the area, and then goes back to its original spot. I love it because you can do it. It will attack an area, and then you can attack another thing on top of it, so you have two things just destroying an area. And because the Psionic is basically invisible, or invulnerable, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty fucking mean. But, yeah, we have to figure out who we're going to send to that other place. That mission, because we should probably do that mission. Yeah, I didn't even get to go over why I've done everything else. I think we're just going to have to just say F it. And I'm going to have to explain things as I go along. We did actually hunt, though. We did all our hunting. So we're actually doing well on that. I think I'm just going to hunt everything that's not... everything. Yeah, I'm just going to hunt everything. The two hunters that we have are Tammy and I. And Tammy's skill is 18 in it.
Out of 20.
Yes. And mine's 18 out of 20. And if we get freaking... did I level up? Did I level up yet? I did.
So the next time the Thrumbos come along?
Next time a Thrumbo comes along, I'm going to tame it. Alright. Also... Once we start working down the magic tree, because I said I was going to explain that. The magic tree here, the first one just gives us the ability to make mana potions. But going down this one makes us be able to make magic weapons and stuff. And the one here allows us to make elephant bows, which is what everyone's been using, which is 18 damage. There's also these ones, which is thrum bows.
Hence, that's why I made the joke earlier.
Well, I'm pretty sure over here, there's actually, yeah, you get to make different thrum bows. You get to make them twice? That's weird. Maybe it's just, yeah, these make you get thrum bows and thrumbo axes. And this one gets you to make thrumbo saber. So, but having the ability to make those thrumbo weapons would make some of our melee people a lot more stronger and freaking broken. And then there's the scribing, advanced scribing, and master scribing. These will allow us to start making scrolls. Like, the bunch of the fighter ones, like, gear repair is a pretty good one. They'll just repair their own gear. Then there's also the advanced ones, which just give us, like, a bunch of other things. Like, I know that we need to go, and I don't know if it's in, which one's in. It's in this one. It's the first one. But it's,
Magic cooler.
Magic cooler, yeah. Because then people can actually set up little coolers and warm and cool their rooms. And then there's also the mastery, which allows us to actually, like, create any of the ones that we don't have. Which we have all the finishing ones. But, if we're going to make Rose here a member, like a fire mage, having him able to cast the ability, we need one of the scrolls.
Yeah.
So, I can't remember which scroll it is. I think it may be the first one. The first levels of stuff. Which you can create a magic book. I know you can make the scribing table. I know that you can actually... Yeah, I can't remember if it's actually in this one or if you actually have to find a book. I'll have to look up that. If I have to find a book, I may just give it to him. But I will look it up before I actually go down that route. But I know there's one, basically, you have to give them a book. Once they get the book, they'll be able to learn magic. Once they can learn magic, you can pretty much just go, like, teach them magic. And also, I think we were going to eventually start working on the great bows here, just so we have the ability to make them. And then we're also going to be making actual guns, because I think certain people are going to be actually using guns, and then other people are going to be using bows. I think, I could be wrong, but I think I actually have to use a bow, because Arrow Storm, I think, sets a volley of 5 arrows. So I think if I'm wielding a gun, I can't use that ability. So I have to be doing that.
Yeah.
Where you, I think you, despite the fact that it says, like, it shows an arrow for a headshot, I believe you don't need arrows. I think you can actually have a gun. So then having, like, a sniper rifle for you. Yeah, when this ammunition shatters. So I think it's the concept that, bullet type. So I think you're fine, where I actually have to use arrows. So I have to have the best bow, where you can have a sniper rifle. Kind of deal. And I know certain people, like, even though we already have them as a brawler, Lynn, she needs a sword. If she doesn't have a sword or some kind of melee weapon, she can't use her abilities. They actually are melee based. But she's a brawler, so she wants to have the best weapon anyway. So having, like, a good melee weapon would be great. This is, I can't even see that word, but it's basically, the metal is magic metal, introduced with the magic expansion, or the mod. But it does 8 damage, where is it? We have the research, magic. Let's go here. Actually, this one. Go to the axe. This one does 12. So having it made out of the thrombo may actually do massive amount of damage. And, like, the elephant bows, the difference is, like, a couple points. So having that couple extra points would be massive. Yeah, I don't know why there's 2. That's really weird. But anyway. Yeah, I think, if you have any questions about this, like, what's going on, past of what I've already shown. I know, like I said, I didn't go over anybody, but this would be a huge episode. But if you want us to go over everybody else, just say so, and we'll make, like, random periodic 0.5s. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I'll start explaining what I'm doing as I play more, because that's what has been requested, and I'll see how that goes. So, until next time, may your journey through the 9 realms be safe.